to their 2024 tour of Guyana, a comprehensive 4-wicket victory against the Tuckburg Park Cricket Club. That game was played yesterday in Kanji in Berbice. So we're expecting another keenly contested match here. Lots of cricket is being played on the west coast of Berbice, and Bushlot actually is one of the ground that a lot of cricket being played, whether first division or second division. So it's good to see these guys coming out here, a hype of activities, and the ACS, like I said, will be looking to continue on their winning ways. So the scene is set, and we shall get started in another few minutes from now. News from the middle is that the ACS, they have won the toss and immediately decided they're going to have a bat first. The ACS is being captained by the hometown boy Karen Ganesh, but they're actually hosted with the guy that spun the toss here this morning. That's Bashkar Yadram. So we can expect another thrilling day of cricket. It's going to be music galore. You see the two teams there: Karan Ganesh, Alden Thomas, Amarnath Prasad, Avin Gangadin, Bashkar Yadram, Kevin Bodhi, Mark Singh, Owen Williams, Randall Wilson, Suresh Danai, and Tristan Carmichael. And Ronaldo, he's going to take us through the West Berbice team. Hello, Ronaldo.
Hi, good morning, Jeet. Yeah, West Berbice team starts from Abdul Subhan, Javed Karim, Justin Dubé, Kareem Mentor, Kevon Jawahir, Leon Andrews plays his cricket in town, Nicole Fraser, Rashad Ghafoor, young up-and-coming star, Sion Glasgow, Shamal Angel, Tusiram Ramcharan, and Wakar Hassan. We're in for intense battle here today, Jeet.
Yes, certainly, I agree with you. We want to remind our viewers and listeners it's a 30-30 affairs between these two teams. You are so accustomed to T20, but this is a 30-30 match, and it should be exciting. The pitch is dry and hard, and you look at the outfield, there's some grass, but that grass suggests it is beaten badly by sunshine. A prolonged dry weather has caused it to look that way. Normally it's a tinge of green in the outfield. Today it's quite different. It's almost looking like beaten egg. So FL Sports, we're going to bring you the action live, and the first ball is about to be bowled from the northern end of the ground. The name of the bowler, please. Somebody just help me here. These guys.
Shamar Angel.
Shamar Angel. Thank you very much. And the tall right-handed youngster will be taking the first delivery. So here's Shamar Angel. Not a bad start at all. A delivery, just a loosener from him. But the length and line, spot on. Good start from him so far. So hello to everybody, United States of America. I know you guys are going to glue to your television set, your smartphones. Your boys started their tournament well this year in Guyana. 4-wicket victory over Tuckburg Park. The match was played at Kanji yesterday. So just off the plane yesterday into a cricket match. Had a few visits last night around this part in Berbice and back here at the Bushcloth ground.
Angel,
yes. So Angel, he's been a hot topic here in Berbice as far as his development is concerned. Right on the top of the line of the off stump and well played down towards short cover. Ronaldo, you did commentaries on that game in Kanji. How was it?
That was a nice battle between Tuckburg Park and ACS. ACS coming out with a victory, a very comfortable victory, I could say. But the Tuckburg Park, they really fought. And I think today, up against West Berbice, they're in for another battle.
And this has been a good start so far by Shamal Angel. Right on target, not looking for too much pace. He knows this pitch here. He has played a lot of cricket at the Bushlot Sports Club ground on the west coast of Berbice here. Was an outstanding performer in the Jumbo Jet T20 Mash It Up Cup. Oh, that's beautifully bowled. A little bit more of pace on the right length, and it took off just outside the line of the off stump. We shall surely view that again. Not a fast run up. We shall see where it pitched. Yeah, that's the way to get it, just outside the line of the off stump.
Yeah, nice movement. As soon as it pitched, they're just moving, leaving the batter, beating the outside edge. That's a good area to start. That's what you want from an opening bowler. Test the batsman out.
Edging and floored at the second slip position into the hand. He leapt into the air and it just ballooned out wide outside the line of the off stump, and it's gone away for 4.
Yeah, this time getting the edge, but a bit wide, flashing. And that's an early chance for West Berbice. Angel disappointed. 4 runs. First boundary for ACS.
Yes, and I think that Shamal Angel will well be advised, get that force, the second slip rather, maybe a 3 feet back, because this pitch has a lot of bounce, and if he gets the edge right up on the neck of the bat, it's going to fly over that cordon like we've seen just now. It was a valiant effort by the second slip, but just couldn't bring down the catch. And this time going through the keeper, down the leg side. Those are wides, and that's going to run away to the boundary.
Yeah, this time badly lined. This time moving and just kept on going past the leg stump. Keeper has to do better than that. Didn't skip across. And 5 more runs to ACS.
Yeah, so the score, as you can see on the screen, has gone on to 9. They're going to take that any day. We're having 5 wides and a boundary off a spill catch in the second slip position. So we're having a fine third man there, 2 slips. We also have backward point, a cover. There's an extra cover long off, actually maybe around 3/4 of the way down the boundary area. Oh, that's another good delivery here. And he just got it on the bat, squeezed it away down towards backward square. But Shamal Angel has been creating some mischief here. The first over gone. ACS, they're 9 without loss.
Yeah, good start from ACS. A little shaky from Wilson, but those 5 wides helped the score up there. Good start as well from Angel. Getting the ball in the right areas, just a few straying off his line of length. But definitely good start to this game.
And Aldine Thomas both played for Jamaica in the 2023 Regional 4-Day Championship. Actually, they played against Guyana. I was there to cover that match along with John Ramsing and Diego Martin. So there's some regional influence on this ACS team. Lots of experience.
Yeah, ACS team, loads of experience. A lot of these guys actually played for the US as well. Karan Ganesh, skipper for today. He of course would have played for the US. So lots of experience in his team. Tristan Carmichael, another experienced campaigner who's going to be on show today.
So Javid Karim picks the bowling up from the southern end of the ground. Good delivery, just pulling back the length is what you call back of the length bowling. Did not get up as he expected. It kept a little bit low, but Wilson played well onto the front footer.
Yeah, much better from Wilson, staying tight. Got the ball just angling in to him.
So and that was indeed tantalizing, just drifting it away outside the line of the off stump. West Berbice, a lot of cricket is being played now. We recently had the second division that was done by the Anil Lalsa Construction Company. Now we're having the Vikram Singh second division across the West Berbice area. They're playing first division, second division. That's the way to go. Once you play cricket, you can produce. Not bad bowling here. While not making him play, he'll feel comfortable. There's another dot that goes into the computer.
Yeah, and I'm sure he has that one that's going to come back into the right-hander. I think that's just on the mind of Wilson. He's thinking whether or not he should play. But if he gets a bit closer, Karim couldn't have Wilson in trouble.
Well,
that's the one cheat. coming back into the right-hander, but good running, picking up a single. And that's what you have to do. If you're not getting the boundaries, you have to rotate the strike.
Yes, and Javed Karim, he has brought variety into the bowling. Not often you see a lot of left arm, slow medium bowlers or even left arm fast bowlers. And he did bend that one from outside the line of the off stump. That will surely make them think. But Wilson played well, actually getting a single. So for the left-handed Amarnath Pasod, they maintain just a slip, third man, backward point, square cover. There's an extra cover, and there's also a cover point. We're having a wide mid-off, a mid-on, and a backward square. Beaten again outside the line of the off stump, well bowled, and that one to the left-hander swerved outside the line of the off stump, and it kept low too. Good contest.
Yeah, absolutely. Amar Prasad made 24 in that first game. Looked much better than last year, as John mentioned. In that one game, he's made more runs than the entire last year's tour. As we mentioned commentary yesterday, the only way now is up. Can only do better than last year. He's already gone past.
Well, last year I actually understand why he struggled, because when you look at that name, Amarnath, it ends with a knot. He scored quite a few last year, but like you rightly said, coming back nice. The second over is gone. It's 11 without loss, and our cameraman has taken us on a beautiful journey towards the northern part of the ground. You can see there lots of coconut palm, and you know, that's testimony to the grooming here in West Berbice, especially around the bush lot area.
And if you have a look at the scorecard, lots of batting to come. Bhaskar Yadram, Kevin Budi, Avin Gangadin, Karan Ganesh, Aldine Thomas, Orion Williams, you know, a lot of batting still to come. So ACS definitely will be looking for a partnership early on, so these guys can come and really press towards the end.
Yes, very, very strong. And there's a man in the dressing room by the name of Bhaskar Yadram that you mentioned. Oh, that's beautifully flicked off the front foot down towards the backward square. Protection on the boundary. And you can hear the yeah man as the two of them complete the second. Good shot, good run in between the wicket, good fielding, good return.
Yeah, good positive cricket by these two. Wilson came out very positive yesterday, looking to score runs early on. This time a bit more cautious, but it's good to see him still being fluent, whipping that one off his legs. This pitch a bit different from the one yesterday. Yes, a lot of pace and bounce. This one, you can see that we have good bounce, good carry, but not as much as Kanji ground yesterday. Good preparation.
Well, that's good to hear. I still remember that ground at Chesney. That had a lot of bounce for the last 2 years, 2022 and 2023 when we went there. Wow, that was short, and we're seeing the bounce now that we're accustomed to see here at Bushlot. Angel, once you put in the effort, you're going to get it. Just look at this.
Yeah, Angel just testing out the middle of the pitch, testing out the bounce, and trying to test the batsman as well. See if he can play the hook shot, pull shot, but this time not angled or directed where he wanted. Nicely guided down to third man. One more to Wilson.
And Ronaldo, what a privilege once again to be given the opportunity for FL Sports to broadcast live from the veranda of the Mercelin family in Bushlot. They've always been a hospitable family. You know, when people see you and you see their eyes light up, it just says, you know, that they're happy to see you. And that was what we saw this morning when we enter here.
Yeah, and that's what you're going to find in the countryside. The persons here are very warm and they love their cricket. So when they hear, okay, we're coming to stream, we have a big match, team coming in all the way from US to play, they're welcoming. And it's good to see persons still have that enthusiasm to see cricket being played.
Well, a little misfielding here by the bowler himself, and the wide mid-on wasn't really backing up, allowing the left-hander to go through for the single. These are little things you have to be a little bit careful with. You just don't want to give away too many extras in the shorter format of cricket.
Definitely. And yesterday, Tugboat Park had a few drop catches, and that really swung the game in ACS's direction. Because if those catches were taken, they were under pressure. Oh yes, squared up. But again, good run in, still scoring off that delivery. Good area Angel is bowling, making the batter play and really testing them out. 3 overs completed, ACS 17 without loss.
And this, just look at that. That's the main pavilion. We have 1, 2, 3 stands here, and already spectators are coming out in their numbers. And as the day goes by, there are going to be lots and lots of spectators coming out. And this is what happens in the country areas of Guyana.
And the music will draw them out as well. Music tells you that there's something going on at the ground. So persons will want to come out. We already see the coolers out. Very hot day today. Nice and windy though, so you don't feel the heat as much. But a lovely day for cricket.
Because the only heat there is going to be between bat and ball. But this has been a good start by the American Cricket Society. 17 without loss with 3 overs gone. And Kareem will continue from this end. Oh, and that's on driven beautifully. I think the fielder can give up the chase. He does. And it's going to come down towards the boundary for 4. Well played.
Absolutely. If you look at this, he would drive it nicely off the middle of the bat, picking the gap, realize that there's no one at mid-on. And once he got it past the infield, that's going to be 4 all the way. See, now the mid-on is going in place, removing mid-wicket.
That was a shot of a man in confidence. Just got nicely to the line of the delivery and undriven sweetly.
I think he had a good night's rest. Maybe a full 8 hours of sleep. Maybe not.
You never know. Some of these guys come from a country where they actually don't sleep. So coming down here to Guyana, they want to enjoy the cuisine, the nightlife, which is generally good.
And I mean, when you're on tour, I know you're coming to play cricket, but you have to enjoy yourself. You have to, indulge in what the country has to offer.
Off the back foot he goes, bisect the cover and the extra cover. And will this touch that rope? It does. No, and that's 4 runs. Now that was a fine shot there. He just wind up nicely and got it to the left of the cover and the right of the extra cover. And this ground is quick.
Definitely quick. And I like the shot that Amanat is playing there. Waited on the back foot, waited on it, picked his gap, and looking very, very confident out there.
Now, when you can play an on drive and get a boundary, and now you cover driving for a boundary, bisecting the fielders, it said the kind of form you're in.
Once again, waited on it, but this time can't pierce that offside. He's in form. 11 off, just 7 deliveries.
And Ronaldo with a lot of work being done on grounds across Guyana through the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport, the government in general. Stadiums being built in different counties, up at Linden as well. That's a fine shot. And good delivery, wasn't bad at all. But the form that Passaud is in, He's been able to working it into the onside field and collect a single. I just dream of the day when we're going to have cricket tourism in Guyana, bringing back the diaspora, foreign players as well coming down here to compete against each other. That's going to be huge.
Absolutely, and I think live streaming will play a part in that. When persons looking on from outside can see the quality of cricket that we're playing here, how teams are performing, how they're developing. You know, persons will be interested to come and play. I know since ACS has touched down, a lot of different clubs now, as they see the cricket being played.
It's a loud shout there. Umpire Moses is going to have none of that as he calls over. So the end.
This one just pitching outside the leg stump. So of course, once it pitches outside the leg stump, can't be given out the leg before. So 4 was completed, 26 out loss. Yeah. As I was saying, when clubs see the cricket being played, I know a lot of clubs now are reaching out to ACS to see if they can fit them into the tight schedule. And I think it may not be possible in this tour, but definitely, who knows? Next time ACS is here, they might extend their tour to maybe from 1 week to 2 weeks of cricket. And that's good to see, or it would be good to see. You know, more cricket being played.
And we talk about the cricket, more cricket is being played. FL Sports by itself has been broadcasting, you know, so many different sports in Guyana. Look at that on a hot day. Have you ever mounted one of those coconut palms?
Not as yet.
Well,
Emphasis on as yet.
Well, that's nicely turned off there, buddy. Some bounce here. Once again by Shamal Angel. And they'll get the single. As a country boy growing up, you ask them, they'll mount coconut trees, whether or not tying rope on their foot. You have a youngster sitting on your left. Yes, Andrew, he would have mounted a wara tree as well. Those were the plimplers. So once you grow up in the country, you know to swim. Boy, and as a little boy, you get licks at home when you return. You're a tongue man, Ronaldo.
Not quite, but you can say so.
Maybe I'll change you. You're a city man. Yes, so at the end of this over, we're going to bring one of our colleagues all the way from the quarantine coast. I think up there they call him the Lemonade Man. Well, whatever the reason behind that name, I'm not going to mention it whatsoever. The secret things belong to the guys in the commentary box.
Those looking on can just wonder.
You had a sip of the lemonade this morning?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you drink tougher stuff than that, man. Wow, that's banged! It was there for the asking, and that's literally slaughtered by Randall Wilson. What a fine shot. Superb moment for him.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of these shots yesterday. Short ball, picked it up, and just deposited over mid-wicket. Brilliant cricketing shot. No one out there, but definitely that was a safe shot.
So they're already gone past that 6 runs and over. We are only in over number 4. And without a wicket tumbling, and you look at the rest to come, this is a foundation that is being laid for a later assault. Good start so far. FL Sports is also in Essequibo today, broadcasting 2 matches from the Pomona ground. John Ramsing, our executive producer, I think is up there along with Joshua. He's there as well?
Yes.
I understand you guys will be heading out for Pagua tomorrow there too.
Yep, early Monday morning, heading out there to continue the ACS tour. They'll be playing North and South Essequibo teams at the Pomona ground and the Lima ground, I believe.
Yes, I think 1 at Pomona and 1 at Lima. That should be exciting, and also with the kaleidoscope of colors that Pagua offers. I wish you guys well. We'll be joining you a little bit later.
Speaking about Pagua, yesterday took a stroll down Pitt Street.
Wow, that's a short lifting delivery, and again floored this time at 4 slipper, and I'm sure we're going to go back to that replay and see what happened, but it kicked up from the surface. was a vicious delivery. It was a difficult catch. And at this level, I think it was a valiant effort.
He had nice testing delivery. Getting us one to kick off the surface. Bit of extra bounce there from Angel. And luckily for Wilson, just beating that outstretched arm of the man at slip.
That was Angel delivering a devilish delivery that took off. Just reminding that it was Randall Wilson that faced that delivery, that, you know what, I have the extra pace as well.
And I will maybe taking a bit of his glove. See him shaking the hand. Nasty one there.
Good looking cover drive here towards wide mid off to go through for the single. So good rotation of the striker, and Amarnath Prasad looks real good. So too Randall Wilson. Just those few deliveries that kicked off the pitch. 2 drop catches so far, but they were difficult catches. Maybe if we're looking at international cricket, those would have been taken by guys who are much more fitter, you know, who does it for a living. These guys from West Berbice, they're youngsters as well. Sometimes you feel a little bit extra effort can bring off those catches. Short, this is high in the air, he has it, that's gone. That's a maximum, over deep backward square, deposited nicely. Great timing here by Amarnath Prasad. Well, as we look at this one on the replay, Ronaldo, he got it. The strong wind that is blowing too will always going to take it further. 5 overs gone, 41 without loss. More from you, and it's going to be the lemonade man. I understand it's Krung Lemonade from our leader, Anthony Kemraj.
Yes, G, just continued my story. Taking a walk down Pitt Street yesterday in New Amsterdam, and everyone's so in the mood or the spirit of Bagua. I know my friend Sion Bovel, Christopher Harry, they would have been playing Pagua yesterday. Persons along the road just throwing powder on them. When they got back to the hotel room, they're covered in colors. We always love coming to Berbice. Welcome, Anthony. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning to you, Ronaldo. Good morning to each and everyone on live stream. And of course, I must say a special good morning to all the Christians around. Today, of course, being Palm Sunday. And what a wonderful Sunday morning we are experiencing again. Absolutely brilliant weather for cricket and all the activities around Guyana. The sun is streaming down in all its glory. And as Indrajit said, this outfield, the last time we came here, had a better tinge of green. But my word, this time, that tinge of green that we did see at that time has really vanished because of the scorching heat. And we're witnessing an absolutely beautiful game of cricket between the ACS, who won yesterday, and today against a West Berbice select team. But all in all, it has been a fine morning so far. And the ACS winning the toss and really putting up a decent score so far, 41 without loss, as Fraser continues. Indrajit was talking about that lemonade, refreshing. Are you the lemonade man too, Ronaldo?
Not at all. I'm not sure.
So who's going to take the tag? That's been on the lighter side.
It's been a long time since I had a lemonade. So I must say thank you, Anthony, for bringing some lemonade.
You're showing it back to me. Okay, my brother. This is cutaway straight to a backward point. The fielding has been pretty good this morning. You look at the West Berbice select team. The ground fielding at least has been good, but the catching has been a little bit disappointing.
Yeah, of course, 2 difficult chances or 2 tough chances, but I mean at this level, up against ACS, very power-packed team, you want to take your chances.
Well, I say catches win matches. We all know about the old cliche. And he is what?
He's
Bold. That one kept the stifle low. And Amarnath is back to the pavilion. Bold. And might have been deceived there. He goes back to the pavilion for 14. We look at the replay now. And one which kept the stifle low. He was back rather than in front. And they lost their first wicket. They scored 42. Good bowling there.
Yeah, keeping a bit low, just a tad, but the inward movement from Fraser, getting the ball to just pitch and come back into the left-hander, beating him, beating his pad, and of course hitting middle stump. So the first one goes ACS, 42 runs on the board. Going to a healthy run rate, but a decent platform laid for the first wicket partnership. The new batter, Oren Williams, one of those first-class players we mentioned earlier in a tree. He can be destructive if he gets going.
Yes, yesterday when he came out, he was very aggressive. We did see that, and he picked up the pace of the wicket very early. That's very important, and he's got first-class experience. And when you have that sort of experience and you come at this level, then you're able to showcase your skills. Very pugnacious yesterday, and he will want to continue in that rich vein as the sound system pongs away in the distance and is about to ease as play will resume after we saw the fall of that first wicket. 42 for 1. Amarnath Prasad bowled by Fraser for 14. 13 deliveries he faced, and now West Berbice, they can think, look, we have finally our first wicket, and we can hope to make further inroads into a very strong ACS batting lineup. Very powerful. We did see it yesterday. They might have lost a few quick wickets yesterday, but at one time they were able to steady the ship and eventually winning that game in Kanji, another beautiful ground in Guyana. So many beautiful grounds in this beautiful nation of ours. As Fraser continues. Impressed with Fraser so far, Ronaldo? Bowling at a decent pace?
Yeah, he started with bad wide, way outside the off stump of the left-hander. But the last 2 deliveries, made 3 deliveries, right on the mark, right on the money, as we would say. Targeting the stumps, making the batter play. And again, with a new ball, you want the batter to play. You want to test them out early. Once again, angle in, aiming for those stumps, but just a bit too high and going on the leg side.
Yes, he is doing the perfect thing as a seamer. He knows fully well that he's not express, so he needs to hit a line and length very early. He's doing that. Maybe getting the other one to skid through. So he's bowling at a decent pace. 42 for 1 and over number 6. Not a bad stage for ACS. Edges straight to the fielder there. It slipped, knocks it down. And there is no run. Still 42 for 1. Ronaldo, you're talking about your visit to Berbice and all of that. And I guess you've enjoyed every bit of the Berbician hospitality so far. Have you?
Definitely.
I know you wouldn't say no.
But the favorite.
If you weren't given anything at all, you wouldn't say no, would you?
That's true. That's true. But
this is high in the air, coming down towards a long on position over the head of the fielder, and will go into the boundary for 4. So 4 to Williams. We did see that yesterday from him, very aggressive, and he's willing to take the attack to the bowlers.
Yeah, made a very pugnacious 38. Took the game away from Tugborough Park. And really killed the game. Break the backbone of that run chase. Of course, they were just chasing 130 yesterday afternoon. And if he gets going, as we mentioned, he can really put up a big total for ACS.
Good. So we've had 6 overs bowled. It's 46 for 1. And as you see on the monitor, Williams, who has just come in, 4 from 4. And Wilson, he is there on 22. And there goes the signal from umpire Muntaz Ali to say that the power play has finished. That's the batting power play. And we look at the batting lineup there. It's a pretty powerful one, isn't it? With Bodhi to come and Carmichael and Yadram later on in the batting, he can really hit it wrong, isn't that so?
Yeah, that's the man we call Big Show. For 2 reasons. He has some big sixes. Of course, he looks like the Big Show as well. A lot of size, a lot of muscle.
Name and nature.
Definitely.
Good. So we're seeing a change in bowling from the north of the ground, and that will be Waqar Hassan, left arm, and let's see what he will bring to the table. So the field for Hassan, for the right-hander batter, there's a solitary slip on the offside, backward point, cover. There's an extra cover. There's a man on the long-off boundary. This is cut away straight to backward point. Can't beat the field. Still 46 for 1. Good change in bowling. Bringing a spinner on. Ronaldo?
I think with the power play over, they're now just trying to rein in the run scoring. ACS currently going at over 7. So they want to just bring that down. And what better way than the Berbician way, which is to bring on your left arm spinner. A lot of left arm spinners come out to Berbice.
Many. You can go back in time. So many left arm spinners. Of late Dover, Sami Pramal, Gudakish, Moti, Hem Narain, Harry Narain, and so many from Berbice basically. And he has a very supportive field. There is a short mid-wicket. There's a long one right on the boundary, backward square, and a deep mid-wicket as well. So the captain is supporting his bowler, and that's nice to see. He's tucking it down to backward square short, gets a single. Very good running. And one of the things yesterday about this team and their batting ability was the running between the wickets.
Yeah, and good running actually puts pressure on the fielding side, makes the fielding captain have to think more. How can I stop the single? Where can I put my fielders? And that's why coaches always emphasize the importance of good running. ACS boys definitely exhibited that yesterday.
Yes, communication, good running between the wickets, very important. Always have to put pressure on the fielders. And he has a very good arm ball, which would come back into the batter very quickly. Another over completed, 7 gone, 47 for 1.
Good start by Hassan, just a single off his over. Once again, we take a look at all those palm trees in the distance. A lovely sight here in West Berbice. We're at Bush Lot today. The home of Karanganish, ACS captain. One thing I'm looking forward to, Anthony, is lunchtime. Whenever we come to Bush Lot, we're fed very well, let me say that. Some puri, some curry. I'm just looking forward, for all good things. But I tell you something, Ronaldo, and I know my colleagues here would have a big laugh about it. You look forward to almost anything eatable, Ronaldo. And I wonder sometimes you might be. Are you staying back in Berbice, or are you heading back to Georgetown? You love Berbice so much. Unfortunately, I have to head back to Georgetown. Thank you, Jeet. Not sure if you heard that in the background, but growing men must eat. I agree with that.
Aspiring doctor,
Definitely.
Ronaldo Magarel.
Studying the importance of nutrition.
That's right.
You mentioned yesterday you had a walk around Berbice, the Pitch Street area. That was a pleasant experience, I guess.
Yeah, man. As the hub of that area,
Business community.
right? It's good to just see what Berbicians. Nice single there.
Yes, so that was short. He was into his wicket very quickly, righted the bounce well, and got a very good quick single there. Good running, good communication. That is what sometimes you want to see if the boundaries aren't coming quickly. Then you turn the strike over, which can break the momentum in the fielding team, and that's nice to see. So Wilson, 23 from 24, he's been patient, and Williams, who is the aggressor, we all know that. We did see it yesterday. He can up the tempo very quickly. He's 4 from 5. Forward in defense. Good line and length here from Nickel Fraser. And he has started really well from this end, from the commentary box end, or the southern end of the ground. And, we keep mentioning these boys. They've played a lot of their cricket here at Bushlot. The West Berbice team, basically a select team from a number of clubs across Berbice. This is just pulled away down to backward square, not a single, high over the head of the keeper. Will be backed up on the onside though, the offside correction, and they get another single. Good rotation in the strike though, Ronaldo.
Yeah, and the runs have dried up a little bit, but it's good to see that they're still trying to get the singles, gluing the innings together, building another partnership. Solid opening start between Wilson and Amanat Prasad. Now for the second wicket, they have to build again. And that's what I like about Fraser. He's making the batter play. Looking for overthrow. They should get it. So the 50 is up. ACS 50 for 1 in the 8th over.
Well, they will take that any day. 50 of 8 overs. You're playing a 30 over game. Some would say, it should have come earlier. But nevertheless, 50 runs on the board or runs on the board already. How many times we see that? Very important.
Once again, we see him targeting those stumps, angling in and zoning in on those pads. It's if you miss, I hit. That type of mentality. And that's why he's been successful picking up the wicket of Amanat Prasad earlier. Looking for a second now.
Yes, he's not tear away by any chance. So he's hitting a good area. Good line and length. This is what turned. Down to deep backward square. Gets another single. The boundaries have dried up. Another over completed. Is it 51? 51 for the loss of 1 wicket.
That's the main pavilion. See some of the boys from ACS right at the top. Karen Ganesh right in front there. He's the skipper for today. This is his home, Bushlot. So he's back now, visiting his home. And every year that they come and tour, they have to play a game here, which is good. The usual faces, usual suspects when we come to Bushlot are there in the stands. Of course, more will come out a bit later on. Maybe they're just coming home from church now or finishing up their lunch. Then they'll come out.
Yes, when you talk about spectator turnout at most of these grounds in Berbice, they would come out on a Sunday after finishing church, as you mentioned, getting home, relax, prepare a meal, and then come out, watch cricket here at Bushlot, Bremont, and all those places. So Hassan will continue and will start over number 9. This is turn. We'll just await the signal of the umpire and they'll get a single. So might have brushed something on its way. In fact, it's runs. So it's 52 for 1. Just swaying down the leg side.
Yeah, nicely just worked off his pads.
Good. So Hassan continues. This is driven nicely straight to the man at deep point, and they get another single. That will push the score up to 53. I make it 54. So good rotation in the strike, and as I said, the boundaries have dried up, but they're doing the basics, getting the ones and the twos. Very good delivery. Might have been the arm ball that came back into the right-hander, and he was crammed for room, but nevertheless he gets a single. Good bowling here from Hassan since he came on. So Williams is it. He's trying a thing or two, and he has that experience. This is what? Slug swept down to mid-wicket. And they get another single. This is good running between the wickets. Another over completed. 9 gone. The score reads 56 for 1. Quiet period now.
Yeah, since the spinners come on, along with Fraser, just pulling things back. Keeping that run rate in check now. Run rate just over 6. Earlier they were going at over 8. Brief discussion now between skipper, keeper, two other guys from the team. Maybe looking to make a bowling change. No, it is Fraser is going to continue for his third now, I believe. His third over.
So again, I want to say good morning to you wherever else you might be picking up the broadcast, apart from Guyana, North America, Europe, wherever you are, joining us in beautiful Guyana. We're happy to have you on board, following local cricket here. These players coming on tour. Many of them would have started their cricket basically in Guyana and went away for a long period of time and are basically based in the US. Maybe some other countries. Fraser continues. The good thing about Fraser, and I keep saying, he's hitting a good area, good line and lengths, putting some pressure on the batters.
Yeah, that's what you want from pacer early on in the innings. Use a new ball, because if he has some movement there, either in or out, batsman could be in trouble. Could nick to the keeper, could trap him in front, get him out LBW. So that's what you want. Just on and around that off stump line. This is an edge, an inside edge, and it's gonna run away for 4.
Well. Might have been aiming for the long on area, and as you said, inside edge, but nevertheless picks up a boundary for his team, and they go by 4. Which will carry them into the 60s, 60 for the loss of 1 wicket. Good bowling again here from Fraser. He's hitting a very good area. So he's putting pressure on the batters, not giving them that that free scoring shot outside the off stump or the leg stump. He's pitching the ball up. He's getting some movement as well. Decent bowling. This is high in the air, coming towards the left, the right of our commentary area. And goes to the boundary for 6. That's the maximum, and that was nonchalantly done, and maybe just a flick shot. He picks up a 6. Good cricket here.
Definitely out of the middle of the bat, nicely timed, and it just looked like he's eased that one over the ropes. Didn't put much effort into that one, and that just shows the strength of the man. Very talented cricketer, Oren Williams.
We did see it yesterday, very classy. He was very aggressive and really took the attack to Tugba Park. This is flicked away. Full pitch delivery. This will go pretty close to the boundary. In fact, it crosses the boundary rope for 4 now, as the fielder from backwards square had very little time. and he will retrieve it 4 more to the right-hander. Very elegant play he is, and the score will go up to 4. 70 for the loss of 1.
Yeah, no pressure being placed on Fraser. Couple of full toss, half volley now being dispatched by Williams. And once again, just pushing that run rate up over 7. So maybe this is a turning point in the game. They might look to accelerate at this point. Very expensive over so far.
Struck on the pad again. Looking to hog this one on the onside, and not being successful at doing so. 70 for 1, and 21 from 16. That's the way he plays. He's going to be aggressive. He's going to take the attack to the bowlers. And Wilson, he's more sedate there. He's 29. This is pushing to the onside. They get a very quick single. There is a misfield. They'll come back for the second run. Poor work there from the fielder at short mid-wicket. The score pushed up to 72. We have had 10 overs bowled. Williams is 21 and Wilson has 29. Again, an absolutely great day in Berbice and Guyana, where the weather continues to be shining. The sun is out in all its glory. It's an extremely hot day too, and sometimes we'd see the players take more frequent water breaks just because of the heat out there, the intense heat. The aspiring doctor has left us for a while, and we've been joined by another man from Maikoni, the Lemonade Man, Indrajit. Welcome back.
Hello, thank you, Anthony Kemraj. I love what you're doing. You know what belonged to you. You're very generous, giving it to somebody else. You're looking here at yesterday's game. American Cricket Society, they won by 4 wickets against Tuckburg Park. That game was played at the Kanji ground. I haven't gone to Kanji for a while. How is that ground, Anthony?
Well, it's a beautiful ground, of course. Unlike most outfields, I'll touch on that first. The tinge of green that we had has totally disappeared, and we're seeing the brownish color on the outfield because of the baking sun. But it's a nice ground, lovely country area. Mind you, first-class cricket was played there, so it's another venue that a lot of entertainment happens.
Yeah. So this is over number 11 and Kevon Jawahir. That was nicely floated. Good tantalizing delivery. Maybe just a little bit full. And worked down for a single. I went to that ground on quite a few occasions. Lovely place. Jawahir, 2 matches, 1 wicket. Best bowling 1 for 14. He's a very, very good all-rounder, Kevon Jawahir. And in this part of Guyana, he has performed outstandingly over the years. He's in the teaching profession. You did once in your life. I didn't spend too long in teaching, just 37 years.
This is swept away brilliantly. Down pass backward square for 4. And he picks up a boundary. Lovely wrist work there from the right-hander. Another boundary in the Jeet. This is excellent batting.
Superb shot, just what the doctor ordered. We are going to look at this on the replay, and just straying down the leg side and picked up beautifully and put away by Oren Williams. He is a very, very good batter. Was impressed with him, but did not live up to the expectations over the years. Jamaica gave him a run last year. Did not had big scores. He's gone to the United States of America, I think, where he called his home now. And it's good to see him out in the Midland. So far, Orain has looked good, 27 of 18.
Jawa here bowls a very fast and flat delivery, and he has that in his armory time and again. He can push through one and you don't expect it, and when you're cramped on the back foot, you're on your bike. LBW, but that was pretty good bowling there on that occasion. Good comeback.
Well, that is what you call get Vic's delivery. After being smacked for a 4, the faster one.
That was a poor delivery. It was tossed up and he got a boundary there. That's is it Williams? Yes, so another boundary.
Now that was a very poor delivery by Kevon Jawa here. That was a full toss. Look at this. And it was heading down the leg side as well. That's a lollipop on any day. And surely that was magnificently played.
This is swept again for another boundary. Well, he is eyeing the gap at backward square. And you have to say somewhat this is poor bowling, because he's bowling on the line of the leg stump there. And he swept it for another boundary. Absolutely brilliant cricket here from the batting team.
Well, tell you what, Kevon Jawa here is like a little straggler here this morning, straying down the leg side, and you can't be bowling that to someone like Oren Williams. He's going to put you away 7 days a week with that shot. And that how many? 3 boundaries smacked through backward square and forward of square.
This is Jawa here. He gets the edge and put down at slip. The leaping fielder there, but the ball will come into the boundary down towards a third man position for 4, and might have had some retribution there, but he didn't take the catch, the fielder, and the ball will go into the boundary for 4. 89 for the loss of 1. And is it Karim who was put on the catch?
Yes, Javed Karim guilty this time. That's the 3rd catch going down in the slip cordon. 11 overs gone. The American Society there 89 for the loss of 1. Randall Wilson is there on 30 from 31. 2 sixes and 1 4. Amanat Prasad, the lone wicket back in the pavilion, bowled by Nikhil Fraser for 14 rather. And so far these two have come together. Williams and Wilson, and they're batting brilliantly. Their strike rate is good as well. So when you can get 8 to 9 off 11 overs, that's a little bit over 8 runs and over. They will feel pretty happy with their position at this time.
Yeah, so when you make an assumption of and you maybe want to summarize the performances of both teams, I think ACS they will gladly tell you, they will happily tell you, look, we're happy with our position, 89 for 1, 11 overs gone, we still have overs to go, so we're mounting a successful, total here. We want to get a huge total and to put the West Berbice team under lots of pressure. Yesterday was a totally different situation where Tugba Park at times had chances to win that game, but a few lapses in the field and so forth didn't enable them to do that. But today is a total different effort from ACS. Just 1 wicket down, and Wilson and Williams, they look pretty good out in the middle.
Listen, Anthony, we're seeing a change of bowling from this end. Young Justin Dubé, I think he's somewhere around 15. A youngster that has shown a lot of promise. And I saw him here when they had the Jumbo Jet Mash T20 and did perform well. And starts good here. Good delivery, right on target. Not looking to do anything spectacular with his first delivery.
Yes, he's a very good left-arm spinner. I did see him a few times on the cricket field. He's a very good thinker as well. He might be young at that age, but he can give it flight, and he has that variety.
This is undriven. Good-looking shot, but he wouldn't mind that, Justin Dubé. This is what you want spinners to do. You float it up, try to get the line right, make the batsman look up, and here is where you can get bite and turn from the pitch. You must give it flight. So often you see spinners are too quick, they're too flat.
Excellently bowled, and exactly what the point you were saying. Being a spinner, when you toss it up, you entice the batter down. You have an opportunity to maybe for a stumping, a chance in the outfield. So you create opportunities as a bowler.
Yes, you must. I mean, spinners will go for runs sometime, but you can get wickets too. Now we see that the cover is going to be brought in a little bit closer. Did he get the edge onto it? They're appealing half-heartedly. That came off the top of the pad, but trying a reverse sweep here. That was almost a switch hit. Saw the opportunity. Now the short backward square is going out a little bit further to the right-hander.
This is tugged away through the onside field. That's gone for 4. And the important thing with Williams, when he hits them, they stay hit. He has gone to what? 43 in quick time. Brilliantly played.
Yes, that was a short ball, and he went back into the crease. As we can see here now on the replay, he judged it nicely. Look at this. Just short into the crease and tugged it through the onside field. So good looking shot once again by Orain Williams. He's dealing in boundaries now.
I think the 50 partnership has come up. Congrats to them. This is a paddle sweep, and this will go into the boundary for 4. Well, suddenly the boundaries are coming again, and they're coming fast. And they go up to another 4 runs added to the total. This is now some pressure on the West Berbice team.
Yes, and with 12 overs gone, the score is 98 for the loss of 1. And you're right about that. The 50 partnership coming up in this over. And that will do them real good.
You look at the equation, Jeet. You look at the partnership there, a pretty healthy partnership. 52 from 39 deliveries. And to get that amount of runs, 98 from 12 overs, that will tell you something. They're playing a 30 over a fair match here. So we've got lots of overs to go. And if these two can continue in that rich vein of form, who knows what will happen later on.
Listen, Anthony, the atmosphere in Bush Lot here has always been exhilarating. You know, with the turning up of spectators, we must give a shout out to all the families who are here today. And you know, we know definitely they love their cricket. Look at these guys coming all the way from North America. Some of them, they have brought their families with them. Some families have left behind. And I'm certain that you guys are watching what your loved ones are doing here in Guyana. Hello to you once again. FL Sports love you once you come on to view what they are broadcasting. And FL has been doing a terrific job across Guyana. And I know there are going to be Caribbean tours coming up as the executive body project, you know, where they want to be. That would give a generous flight and just gently stroked into the offside field. But you get the impression that Kevon Jawa here, he's not bowling at his best. On another day, a batter would have been charging him down, making that into a full toss and could have been dispatched anywhere. And that's 100 up on the board, 100 for 1. So congratulations, ACS.
This is faster, and he gets a very quick single as he opens the phase down to third man. That's Wilson. Backward point correction, and not a single. Good rotation in the strike. And you were talking about families coming from overseas, the players coming with their families and all of that. That's a wonderful gesture to have your family with you wherever you travel sometimes. We do see cricketers in different leagues around the world would take their families with them. That's nice. Because at the end of the day, Najit, family will always be there for you.
Well, I know my family is there for me. I can't talk about many others. This is swept away. But there's protection down on the boundary and misfield. They did not run the force one quickly. They should have. So that is why they just got 1 run. No, but I totally agree with you. You know, once families are strong, they can work magic on this planet Earth that we live in.
This is better bowling. This is what you want to see from Jao here. To give it flight, entice the batters down. Oftentimes we say that leg spinners are attacking bowlers. They'll give you a boundary or two. But you know, you have to try different things. Don't be too short. You know, just flight it and look for a good line and length. That was pretty quick. Another over completed. The score reads 102 for the loss of 1 wicket.
Yes, and you look at, well, we're just going to look at this bowling. Shamal Angel, none for 31. Karim, none for 10. The lone wicket taker here, Nickel Fraser with 1 for 26. Hassan Jawahir Dube, their wicket less with 5, 21 and 9 runs, respectfully knocked off their bowling. 13 overs gone so far. We were talking about the spinners flighting the ball. Now, flighting is one thing which I feel they should do most of the time. Where do you pitch it is of vital importance, because if you're going to flight it and pitch it outside leg stump, you're asking for trouble. If you're going to pitch it and way outside the line of the off stump, you're asking for trouble. Accuracy, is the key word for them, and that can only come through practice. What do you do when you're not playing cricket? You can't expect to learn the game while you're playing out in the middle. Yes, you will learn, but what do you do while you're not playing? That is of vital importance.
An answer to you there, Indrajit. Practice makes you perfect.
I'm not too sure. If you practice the wrong things, you can never be perfect.
I mean the right things.
I understand what you mean. If you practice the right things, that's absolutely so. I'm still waiting to see the guy who coined that phrase, practice makes you perfect. Something was left out.
This is hit down the ground, lots of power. That's Williams, and he will get his 50. What a well-played innings from Oren Williams. Yesterday he showed us some glimpses of his talent, and today again at Bushlot here, he's got a well-deserved 50 from 28 deliveries. Congratulations to him. They go up to 103 for 1. Good innings.
Yes, as he turns and faces us now, congratulations to him, Oren Williams. He has brought high-class batting to this ACS team. And the Jamaican is showing us, what Jamaicans can do. A fine half-century of just 29 balls, 9 fours and 1 6. And look at that strike rate, 172.41. Will even make the great Universe boss feel jealous with that strike rate.
Obviously. Comes from Jamaica as well, as you said.
Well, why I mentioned him, both of them are Jamaicans, right?
What a coincidence. Yes, he has batted really well. Yesterday, as I said, he showed us his brilliance. And, he has that experience, played at the first class level, so why not?
Now, this is a far better delivery by the youngster Justin Dubé. There is where he needs to pitch it much more often. You don't want to bend it too much outside the leg stump. He can sweep you, go over mid-wicket, hit you over long on. You want to keep that tight rein on the middle stump and the off stump. If he crashes you for a boundary through the offside field, great shot. Wheel and come again. So you want to maintain that off stump line. This is what the left arm spinners should do. Spin it away from the right hander.
This is hit with a lot of power straight to long off. And they will get another single to Wilson. He goes up to 34. And the score reads 104. Am I correct? 104 for the loss of 1 wicket. But this is a very big challenge too for the youngster Dubé, because he's bowling to one of the better young batsmen in the region. Williams, that is, who's taking strike. Pushing it gently, taken at short cover. And Dubé gets a very important wicket of Williams. He goes back to the pavilion for 50 of 29 deliveries. Well bowled from the young man. 104 for the loss of 2.
Yes, and we surely will see that replay. That was the guile that we expect spinners to possess. Look at this one. It was a slow delivery. Outfoxed the batter. He just pushed at it, realizing it wasn't there for the kind of shot. Look at this. Nice high action, pulling back the length a little and popped it up. That's a dolly of a catch down towards short extra cover. Well bowled Justin Dubé, picking up his first wicket.
And I was just making the point that it was a real challenge for the young man to bowl to these two batters. Williams, who was 50, was well set, and Wilson also on 34. So he came out. Gafoor took a really dolly of a catch. So good support on the field. Now West Berbice can think that, you know what, we've got a very important wicket and we can come back somewhat into the game.
Yes, but that man that has come out into the middle here, Aldain Thomas, 3 matches, 16 runs. Highest of 14. He's averaging 8. Strike rate is 80. But this is not what he's capable of. He has just started this tour with ACS. Just started playing with them. But he can hit the ball a long way. He is a very attacking. He's aggressive. Aldane Thomas. Last year I saw him at the Diego Martin Sport Complex in Trinidad, and down the ground, there were streets, and he went onto the roofs, so it's just not out of the boundary. It was over the streets, onto the rooftops. Had some little boys searching for balls all over the place. And, as soon as they get his wicket here, as soon as it's going to be better for them. He stays longer in the middle, can spell trouble here. But he's a very, very good player, Aldane Thomas.
Yes, and as you said, his stats here on this short tour might not be very impressive, but he has that ability.
So let's see what's going to happen. He's having a youngster here, full of confidence, trust his own ability. Justin Dubé just picking up a wicket.
Struck on the pad. There's an appeal, not out, says the umpire.
And you see that, Anthony? This is what spinners are expected to do. That last delivery was as slow as possible. Nicely tossed up. Louch out for leg before. 14 overs gone. It's 104 for the loss of 2.
We look at the scorecard, and we can just go through very quickly. The partnership you're talking about, that's Wilson and Amarnath. They put up 42 from 32. Wilson and Williams 62 from 51 at a very healthy rate. So that has really been the pivotal role that they've played for their team so far. But lots of batting to come as well, though, in the Jeet. Kevin Bodie, we all know his capabilities. Gangadin can score quickly too. Carmichael, who was very economical yesterday with the ball, he's there. And Bashkar Yadram, what a danger he is.
Yes, a very strong batting lineup for the ACS team. Over number 15 begins. Now that's a poor delivery. It was there for the licking, and this has taken some licks here. Over the top of forward square. Great shot by the right-handed Randall Wilson. And that's a very poor delivery by Kevin Jawahir.
Yes, you would want, for some reason or the other, Jawahir is finding it difficult today. Something not going right for Jawahir. He's all over the place. He's just in his third over. He has conceded 27 runs already.
Yes, and he's not this type of bowler. Normally, Kevin is very, very disciplined. He maintains good line and length, tosses the ball up. But today, he has bowled a lot of full tosses. He's straight down the leg side, full. And look at that one. Very, very short delivery. And you're not going to have people like this missing out from that. And we look at that bar graph. There was that 10th and 11th over where they scored very, very heavily. They pulled it back a little, and now they're just beginning to pick up the momentum again as far as runs are concerned.
Yeah, so in the 15th over, you'll take 110 for 2. Jawahir, and we continue to say, not having the best of days here today. Let's see what he can produce now, though.
No, man, that could have been hit anywhere, but there's protection out on the boundary there. That was what? That was a, well, normally we call them full toss, but that was a full toss. It was high, way outside the line of the off stump, and Kevin is going through. Now, he's an experienced cricketer. Can he come back? We shall see.
Yes, it's only left to be seen what he's going to produce during the course of his other few overs. But he has been expensive thus far. Better bowling. Good line, good length.
And Anthony just gotten a call from our friend in West Berbice, Anil Lalsa. He owns the Anil Lalsa Construction Company. And he's saying that he's listening to the broadcast. Thank you very much, Anil. I know they have a big cricket match coming up on the 7th of April.
Yeah, Anil is one person in Berbice. Recently took it upon him to sponsor a Berbice tournament. So, you know, and you did mention it earlier, we need sponsors to go forward. We need cricket to be played. So it's good to have Annie listening as well. Hope you're enjoying your day.
Yes, you can't be having cricket competition of the highest standard without having Cooperate Guyana coming on board. And he's going to go county-wide, second division cricket in Berbice, not long from now. He started in the West Berbice area, and now he has gone throughout the county of Berbice.
This is a much faster delivery. So he has come back nicely there, Kevin Jawa here. Completes another over, and it's 111. 111 for the loss of 2 wickets. We've had 15 overs bowled.
Yeah, so what a wonderful day so far here at Bushlot. We are at the Bushlot Sports Ground. And these guys have been doing a fantastic job in difficult circumstances. The ground is looking good. And I am sure that as the rainy season steps in, you know, grass will be planted around this ground on the outfield. And there is where the beauty will be truly, you know, realized. Hello to Dr. Joel Dilchand. And, you know, this guy is a brainchild of all that is happening here. Rajiv Kishon, hello to you guys. They are the people who make things happen here at Bushlot. Over number 16. And just off the back foot, scoring a single down towards the cover point fielder. Anthony Kimraj has gone to get some of his famous lemonade. Hello to you, Dr. McGarrell.
Hi, Jeet. Hello again. Good start by ACS at the halfway stage here. Already 111 on the board. Wilson has been there from the start. He surely has anchored the innings well. Oh boy. Beauty. Another one goes. So Thomas goes early for a duck. Hasn't come off the mark. And the third one goes down for ACS. Lovely flight and beautifully deceiving the batsman there.
Yeah, well executed delivery here by the youngster Justin Dubé. You look at that one, tossing it up beautifully. Was he bowled or was he stumped? He was actually stumped there. Brilliant work by the keeper. And this is the difference that we've seen from either end. Here is a youngster who is willing to flight it, to lure the batter. And on the other end, Kevin Jawahir had been a little bit too full and paid the penalty. As Alden in that... In fact, Bashkar Yadram that is coming up. And he's not a big boy, you know. He's boarding around maybe that 6 feet. His pong, maybe that's around 180 or so on. Played franchise cricket for the Windward Islands. Talented youngster. Hits the ball very hard as well. 4 matches, 8 runs. So that suggests he is just, you know, not weaning off a little with the highest of being 6. Strike rate 66. He's much better than what we're seeing on the screen.
Absolutely, much more dangerous, and the strike rate 66. We can actually double that, or maybe triple that. Last year we saw him score a magnificent century at the Maltinos ground.
So he's going to take his first delivery here from Justin Dubé. Reaching the ball shouldn't be a problem to him, whether he has the courage to stretch out long, because Dubé is going to flight it and he's hitting a good length. That was well played on the back foot, picking up a single.
Yeah, nicely just touched into the offside, coming off the mark. Look at the size of him compared to umpire Moses Ramphal.
Well, he's a gentle giant. This well bowled again. That's the job of a spinner. The job of a spinner is to lure the batter, tantalize him, make him look up. And we're seeing some brilliant bowling here by this youngster from Bushlot. Well, if the hands can't do the work, the body is going to do the work. That was well stopped down at extra cover.
And I like what Dubé is doing. He's slowing it up, not giving the batter any pace, allowing the pitch to do the work. And just not getting much spin, but just keeping it tight. Good work. That looks like Angel out on the cover boundary. Another single to Wilson. The 16 overs completed. ACS 114 for 3.
And when you hear these music coming out of that big boom box, our friend Andrew here, one of our technicians, just see his fingers twirling, switching off and switching on light bulbs. Yeah, look at that. That's the box we're talking about, where all the nice music is coming. That's Kumari Kanchan. May her soul rest in peace. When she came to Guyana, I think was during the 80s, and created a stir, man. Thousands and thousands of people came to listen and to dance her music. Where were you then in the 80s? Answer me, Doc.
Maybe in someone's imagination. Not wrong. For quite a while. I came about a decade after.
Well, the masterpiece then was being planned. I agree with you. Those were days of Babla and Kanchan, man. United Guyana so much, every human being in whatever ethnic composition they're from. You know, they went across the country from Albion in Berbice down to the National Park in Georgetown, up in Essequibo as well, Hampton Court. It was terrific. There was where Andrew learned to screw the bulbs.
Brilliant shot. Straight on the leg side, and Bashkar Yadram says thank you very much. Easy 4 runs for him. No one out there behind square. And once he got it past the man inside the 30-yard circle, was 4 all the way.
Yes. Once again, now we're having Wakar Hassan introduced to that end, replacing Kevon Jawahir, and he too starts string down the leg side.
I'm wondering if it's just the breeze, because you have a strong breeze coming from the east, from the east across to the west. So maybe just drifting down the leg side there.
And you might be very well right about that, because that's the direction. It's coming from a northeastern part of the ground, and it's strong. Whenever, you know, a cameraman goes and shows those coconut palms, you will see how they are actually dancing in the wind. That's a good looking shot.
Very classy and skillful batter. Yadram played for Guyana at the youth level, at all levels, on 15, on 17, on 19. And as you mentioned earlier in commentary, he went on to play first class cricket for the Windward Island Volcanoes.
Thought he could have done better with that one. They're just punching it off the back foot down towards extra cover, as another over has been completed. 17 gone, 120 for the loss of 3.
Yeah, Justin Dubé, the youngster we mentioned earlier, he's the only one that's successful, picking up 2 wickets, along with Fraser, who got the early wicket of Amarnath Prasad. Everyone else decent, except Angel. He was a bit expensive at the start, but since that start, they have been able to pull it back just a little bit before
yes, and that's
Orion Thomas.
That's right. That's the wind we're talking about. You know, those branches on the coconut palms tells the story. So you might be very well right there. If you actually string a little with that wind, it's going to take it further down the leg side. 2 for 14. He begins his 4th over, Justin Dubé. That's a good looking on drive on another day, maybe when he's settling even today He might be going for the big one here, Bashkar Yadram. 6 from 6 so far. And the cricket has been competitive. Two good teams going up ferociously against each other.
Is that a drop chance? Look at that, the big show coming back with a second. Good run in between the two.
Yes, and Yadram comes from a cricketing family. His brother Kevin plays cricket. His sister Kavita Yadram plays cricket as well. She's with the Guyana Cricket Board at the moment. The entire family, the mom, the dad, even the coach of the Guyana under-19 team. He's one of the uncles of Bashkar Yadram. So cricket runs in the blood there.
I think he's flying out today with the under-15 team. Big shot into the gap. That's 4 runs. And that's 50 for Randall Wilson. He's been there from the start. And what a platform he has laid for ACS. Leading from the front. Opening the batting and putting 50 on the board. Still a lot of time left in the game. He might be looking to push to get 100 today.
Yes, that's a brilliant shot by Randall Wilson. Well composed half century. And that ball was heading towards the middle and the off stump, but he judged the length of it brilliantly. He was essaying to come down the track and realized he does not need to do that. Picked it up beautifully and dispatched it. Now spinners are going to go for boundaries, and that's because they're attacking. And in that you can lose it sometime. Justin Dubé should not mind that. He's been doing a fine job.
Brilliant shot again. Hold the pose. 4 runs all the way. Wilson just driving this one straight back past the bowler, over his head. And he just stood there and admired the shot.
Yeah, that was a fantastic shot. Look at this. Just pitched in line with the leg stump and hit deliberately back over the head of the umpire Moses, who took evasive action, and he splits the long on and the long off perfectly and gets a boundary. Well played.
Yeah, everyone in the stands should have had their cameras out for that one. Lovely cricketing shot, right out of the textbook.
And followed right out of the textbook too by Harry, our cameraman in the veranda. We have Sean Bovell. I don't know if a cameraman at some time during the course of this commentary will pick out Sean Bovell. He's enjoying a seat on the zinc just at the side of the veranda on a tent that is there. And he looks so comfortable. Yeah, so let's see if we can just pick up Sean Bovell there in a while. He had a hectic time in New Amsterdam, I was told. Yeah, look at Sean Bovell there, all decked out in his lovely blue t-shirt. Yeah, we see the thumbs up. And look at the shades, matching it as well. Is that a gift from FL Sports?
I don't think so, but he's holding that one very dear. Always wears it, no matter what time of the day.
You mean he sleeps with it as well?
I'm sure if he wanted to, he would.
That wasn't a bad delivery, but Bashkar looking a little bit dangerous now, just beginning to move his feet to the pitch of the delivery.
All along the ground, but just single to Angel. The keeper struggled a bit today, missing a few returns, some balls on the leg side, didn't got it cleanly. Keeper today, Karim Mentor.
Oh, that was given generous flight indeed. But it was outside the line of the off stump. A big swing and a miss there to bring the over to an end. Wakar Hassan so far none for 12 from 4 overs. That's brilliant. 19 overs gone. 132 for the loss of 3.
Yeah, Williams went a few minutes ago, made 50 from 30, and he again said give impetus to the innings. He did that for during their victory yesterday over Tugboat Park. Today he just pushed on and bettered his score of 38, getting to the half-century mark. Wilson, of course, been there from the start. He's still there, 54 from 53. Going at an excellent strike rate for this format of the game. 3 fours, 3 sixes in his innings so far. Bashir Yadram just came to the crease, pardon him. Once again, looking to build a partnership. 11 overs still left in the game. A lot of time to see some destruction.
Ronaldo, I think you will join with me in saying congratulations to Siddharth Ananjit, who got married yesterday. He's one of the ICC scorers in Guyana. Did scoring in the under-19 tournament that was played here, I think it was 2 years ago.
He even did some regional, women's regional games last year.
Yes, and at the ceremony when you had speeches and so on, took some blows. Siddharth, congratulations to you, guy. He just can score runs, they say. He just couldn't bat the googly that was sent on him by his beautiful wife. What a wonderful function. Was privileged to attend yesterday.
Brilliant shot. But straight to the man. That one sounded nicely off the bat.
Yes, it was hit with a lot of power. And good thing he got it in the meat of the hands.
Badly lined. And Yadram just helps it round the corner. 4 more runs to him. And Dubé just strained a little bit now. Maybe getting a bit tired. The midday sun.
This is his 5th over so far, 2 for 25. And you're right, Ronaldo, straying down the leg side. And somebody like Yadram, he's not going to miss out on those at all. With his power, if he get the faintest of edges, that ball is going to go away.
This time full toss. And he betters that 4, goes all the way, massive shot, 6 runs to Yadram. And yes, we can say that he's getting tired now. Dubé giving him a gift there. And Yadram saying thank you very much. I needed one of those. And that's the first, maybe of many today for Yadram.
Look at that, way down the leg side, full toss. And this youngster, he's not going to miss out on that whatsoever. For the 2nd consecutive delivery, Justin has been straying down the leg side. Needs to get it correct. Bowl the off stump line. Whenever the ball lifts the bat of Bashkar, you could see it speeding across the turf, but this was straight to Kevin Jawar here. He positions himself there for that kind of shot.
Look out, Jit. You have to duck. 6 runs. What a shot. And he didn't put a lot of power into that one. That just shows the power of the man. The man they call Big Show. Ease this one over long off. 6 more.
Yes, just a little wield of the bat. It's like, you know, a wizard looking out with the magic wand. And it just sped away over the top of a long off. That's a magnificent shot. 142 for the loss of 3.
So 10 overs left. ACS 148. Closing in at 150. Six legal deliveries still left in the game. Big Show, he's well set now. 24 from 18. Got his eye in. Looking to play some big ones. Wilson, there from the start on 54. Anthony's back with me in the commentary box. Anthony, what do you make of the game at this stage?
Wow, pretty interesting question, because I was just at the back of the commentary area, and I was thinking, look, we've got a game on our hands here, And this is going to be pure entertainment once the big man is there. Bashkar Yadram, 24 from 18, and he has already stepped on the gas. So great things to expect from him. 148 for 3. And we're about to start over number 21. ACS, they're fully in control of the match at the moment. Good bowling here from Hassan. Has come back nicely to what he's doing, and it's very good, is that he has a very good arm ball which comes back into the right-hander in quick time. So you have to be very careful. So the batters, they take that into consideration when hitting against him. This is hit out of the ground. In fact, the fielder makes a valiant effort at long off, and the ball will go into the boundary. That's 6 runs. And Wilson gets another 6. Good cricket here from the right-hander. 6 more to the total. 154 now for 3.
I think Wilson now is looking to accelerate. It's a lot of batting to come. Big shot again in the slot. But did he get all of it? No, the breeze is holding it back and easily taken by Angel on the long off boundary. As soon as he hit it, he knew he didn't have enough, and he just sank his head. Another one goes. ACS 154 for 4. Brilliant innings from Wilson though. 60 of 56 deliveries. Good knock from the opening batter.
Yes, you know, if you can come in and you get 60 or 55 on any given day, that's an excellent knock. But I think the team are going to look back and say, you know what, Willow, you could have batted. You could have been there for a longer period of time. So you got, at the end of it, 60 from 55, as I said, a pretty good innings. But good bowling here from Hassan. That was tossed up. He was into the drive again. Didn't actually get to the pitch of it this time. It ballooned into the air. And the fielder there at long off took a very simple catch. And West Berbice now coming back again into the game. 154 for 4. And this man coming in here now, Trinson Carmichael, we all know his exploits with the ball, but let's see what he can do with the bat. He was pretty good yesterday. So, you know, left and right hand combination now at the crease. This is going to pose some troubles here for the West Berbice team. But so far it has been a challenging task for West Berbice. They picked up a very important wicket of Wilson for 60. Good bowling there from Hassan. Let's see what will happen from here onwards.
And just with the fall of that wicket, you can see the intent from ACS has changed. They're looking to push some runs now. Going at 7.5 currently. Very healthy run rate. At that rate, they should be going, or should be getting 225 in a 30 over match. That's a lot of runs to get.
So Carmichael, pretty experienced cricketer too, and will want to better his performances in terms with the bat, not the ball. He's pretty good with the ball. He's forward and back to the bowler. Very important wicket here of Carmichael, and these two will need to stay. We all know of the exploits of Yadram, but you'll need to support him. This is an attempted sweep, not being successful as it struck the pad of the keeper. Another over completed, 154 for 4. 21 overs gone.
Yes,
so Ronaldo, when you look at it, and you were just asking my thoughts on the game so far, it has been a very flourishing game, if I may use that word. Brilliant weather, absolutely gorgeous sunshine for cricket. West Berbice, time and again you tend to think that, you know what, they're falling away. For a moment I thought that the roof had come off just now. We'll just check and see what happened there. 154 for the loss of 4 wickets, Ronaldo.
Some damage has been done to this
Yes, so you know when you look at it, it has been very competitive cricket, and there you have it. Dust coming into the commentary area, heavy wind, and all of that. This is heaved away by Yadram, and this is another 6. And when he hits them, they stay mightily hit. Glasgow tossing up. And there you go, another 6. 160 for 4.
That was the biggest one of the day, Anthony. And again, I don't think Yadram put a lot of effort into that one. If he swings it, I think it's going to go maybe in the Berbice River.
Down the leg side by Glasgow. And you know, as soon as it slips down the leg side, you would find, you know, a wide being called. And sometimes the bowler would say, wow, you're a little bit harsh, but that's the way it goes. Struck on the pad, he looks for the almighty heave again. And the not out says the umpire, Moses Rampal, who comes from the West Berbice area as well. 161 for 4. He's 30 from 19. This is cut away, down past a point. This will go into the boundary for 4 more. Yadram, he doesn't want to do it in singles or 2s or 3s. He wants boundaries, and he's getting them at will. Fine shot on the offside.
Yeah, we saw his power this time. Seeing his guile, his places this one behind point. Nice shot.
Excellently played. Look, this player Yadram continues to impress. He's a very pugnacious hitter. He's got the build and everything else to support him. And when he launches into a drive, it goes a pretty far away. This is tucked into the onside. Will that go for 4-2? No, it's picked up by the fielder. It's almost like, you know, he's writing in boundaries. And when he hits the ball, you know, you think, oh, 6 or 4. It surprises you sometimes, Ronaldo, when he gets a single.
Indeed, but good cricketers don't always just go for the boundaries. And it's good to see Yadram doing the right thing. Not getting it out quite out in the middle of the bat to get a boundary, but still picking up a single, rotating strike, and keep that scoreboard ticking. ACS already up to 166. Slow one, and it's lobbed into the air, but luckily away from the fielder.
Yes, Glasgow might have pulled that one a little bit back. This is tossed up. This is coming down the track and takes a catch. That's Carmichael. He hasn't troubled the scores, looking to take it over the top and call it at long on. Another wicket goes down. 166 now for the loss of 5 wickets. West Berbice can look and say, you know what? We're pegging back the scoring rate. We're taking wickets.
Yeah, they're picking up wickets. Of course, that's the only way they're going to slow down this ACS team. And I don't think ACS plan on slowing down anytime soon. Looks like the skipper is going to walk out to do battle in the middle. It's Karen Ganesh, the homeboy from Bushlot. Out to face the music. In at number 7. With a match winning knock last year here.
That's the man, the homeboy. Karen Ganesh comes to the crease, and when he comes to the crease, you tend to think, look, you know, he's gonna steady the ship, and he's gonna want to stay there for a pretty long time. Yadram is 35, 22 deliveries he's faced, his usual aggressive self, and that's Hassan, who will continue from the north of the ground. I will start over number 23.
powerfully into the leg side. Just a single. Ganesh now to face his first delivery. Let's see how he goes about his innings. 8 overs left. 48 legal deliveries. Still a lot of batting to come. There's still Avin Gangadin to come. So ACS won't be worried at this stage. They already have runs on the board. And as I mentioned, still a lot of time left. So if they can put up at least maybe another 50 runs, they'll be very, very happy.
This is tossed up and looks for the flick down the leg side. Misses taken by the keeper. And Yadram just calling down Ganesh to have a word and might be saying, look, we still have some overs, you know, give me the bulk of the strike. Let me do the hitting, just turn it around, give me the strike. You can get the ones and the twos. Pushes into the offside. That might have been the conversation. He wanted a single there and was sent back. 167 for 5.
Yeah, I think Yadram fancies this left arm spinner. He wants to go and take toll on his bowler. He'll get his chance now. No, good work. No run available there.
I tell you something, that fielder at short cover is doing excellent job preventing the single. This is tossed up and he's struck on the pad. He looks to whip it on the onside. The fielder at backward square short will retrieve and they get another single. So one more to the total, 168 for the loss of 5 wickets over number 23. And as you said, we're winding down to the end of this innings. So might be in for a glorious treat. Some more from Yadram, who settles. He's 36 from 23. This is punched into the onside, straight to long on, gets a single.
When you said treat just now,
I meant a treat to another level.
I was thinking of the Dapur, you waiting for us at the main pavilion.
You're always thinking about food, something about food.
There we see there, still Kevin Booty to come. Having Gangadin, Danai, all those can bats. So, still a lot of pressure to be applied to this West Berbice side. Very power-packed ACS team. Glasgow to continue for his second over. And Yadram punished him in the last over. Can he do it in this one now? Can he repeat?
And with the period of wholly around, I guess my very good friend Inderjeet has brought some delicacies for us. We'll find out about that later on. We're also in the period of Easter to Ronaldo. Lots of things happening. This is Yadram going down the track and he's bowled off stump. Wow. 37 from 24. He goes back to the pavilion. What an important strike.
Absolutely. With Ganesh just joining him. Losing Yadram now may put some pressure on ACS. As we mentioned, still a lot of batting to come. As Kevin Booty will make his way out to the middle. But definitely getting rid of Yadram at this stage can be a big impact to this game. Could be a difference of 15-20 runs. Because he alone, his power, can really change the outcome of a game. Kevin Booty opened he batted down the order yesterday. He usually opens the batting for Esukebo. Once again, he's batting down the order. But he's another powerful batsman. Can really get in and be destructive. Once it's in his area, once it's in his slot, he will punish you.
So as you said, Kevin Booty comes in. And those are his stats for this short period of time. 2 matches, 15 runs. A strike rate of just over 51. And he would want to come and better that performance here. So the music you're hearing in the background, it's all about the triple song. And they're really tripling it here today for us at Bushlot. as Glasgow will continue. He will start over number 24. Kevin Boody, another pugnacious player too. When he gets going, he's very aggressive, and he would want to pick up the ones and twos, get the odd boundaries, keep the scoreboard ticking over. That's very important. He's off the mark right away. Straight to long on, gets a single. Good rotation in the strike. The score will go up to 170 for the loss of 6 wickets. So as I said, the period of Easter as well, schools have closed. And a little bit disappointed not seeing kites around. But I guess in the afternoon session, when the blazing heat has eased, the kids will come out with their kites. Ronaldo, have you brought your kite with you too? I know you bring along so many things.
Yes, I did bring my kite, but I left it in the bus. So I'll have to go take another walk to the supermarket. Maybe pick up another kite. Another breeze here at Bush Lot. So as soon as we get one, we'll throw it up.
This is excellent bowling here from Glasgow. Inside out, over cover. And this will go pretty close. In fact, it goes into the boundary for 4. The fielder there, a youngster, dived and then rolled over. He couldn't prevent it. 4 more. Good batting.
He finally gets hold of one, and a brilliant shot, picking his gap and just ease it over the man inside the circle, into the gap and long off. Couldn't come around and cut it off. 4 more runs to ACS and garnishes off the mark.
Yes, look, they can take it from here, they can take it from here. They've got a few overs left, so they need to calculate and be very sure about what they want to do. They just can't take anything away from West Berbice. Remember, this is their home turf, and when you play on your home turf, you tend to know the pitch so well, some would tell you, and they'll want to put up a very good total. The projected score from here onwards, though, is 218, and once they get to that total, we did see the strength too of their bowling, Ronaldo, yesterday. So they have the resources, but what I'm saying is that they need to continue to work hard on the scoring. 174 for 6.
Umpire just signaling the last power play. Last 6 overs of his innings. 5 fielders allowed outside of the circle. Shamal Angel will return. Earlier he bowled 3 overs for 31. A bit expensive, but now we'll be looking to get some wickets, peg the ACS batters back, get Bodie out, Ganesh out, and put some pressure on the low order.
Shamal Angel, the word angel rings a bell. I'll tell you a little bit about that. This is what tugged into the onside, down towards the fine leg area, and Bodie gets a boundary. So he is on what? I make him 5, and a very important boundary there for his team. 179 now. I make it for a loss of 6 wickets. The word angel. I remember 1992-93 series on the West Indies in Australia. A player by the name of Joe Angel represented Australia. A fast bowler. This is pulled away by Bodie. This is the fielder straight into his hands at mid-wicket. And he takes the catch. So another wicket goes down. And 178 now for the loss of 6 wickets.
Yeah, Bodie again looking to get another boundary. It was in the slot, but he picked the only man out on the leg side boundary. Straight to him. Didn't have to move much. An easy catch for Andrews out there. And a new batter, Avin Gangadin. Very good friend of mine. We went to school together. Pugnacious left-handed batter. Bowls off spin. He even keeps as well. But his ACS lineup has a lot of keepers, so you'll find him in the outfield.
Avin Gangadin, left-handed batter. Yesterday when he bowled, he got some licks, remember? He was hit around the park yesterday at Kanji. But I want to come and correct that though. Look at his stats here. 4 matches, innings 1, runs 12. A highest score of 12. Not anything too significant there though, but those figures can change, and they can change fast because we're playing limited overs cricket. Things can happen very quick. For the left-hander, there's what? There's no slip. There's a cover, backward point. There's a man sweeping on the offside. There's a long off. For Angel, he will continue, and a third man. Cut away, down to point. And eventually fielded by deep cover. He gets a single. He's off the mark right away. He might be listening to you, Ronaldo.
Yeah, and a lot of these ACS boys, when they get home after the game, they listen back to commentary to see what we say. I'm sure he might hear.
You better be spot on.
His good friends speaking about him. But his favorite shot, slog sweep.
This is Ganesh whipping it off the legs. Yes, came off the pad, leg by signal by the umpire. Muntaz Ali. Muntaz Ali, another avid cricket fan here in West Berbice. Loves this cricket.
Late call, but a good call. They get through for the single. Gangadin's off the mark.
I think the ploy here by both will be to rotate the strike, because naturally they're not boundary hitters. Point taken, Gangadin might want to throw his arm there or here, but he's not a generally clean hitter of the ball. But they'll want to get singles, get twos. This is chopped away down to a backward point area, and they'll get another single. So the score will push up to 100 and what? 70, 79, 180, 180 for 7.
Two wickets to Glasgow, 2 wickets to Dubai, and 1 apiece for Hassan, Fraser, and of course Angel getting the wicket in the last over. Just 8 extras. In terms of batting, Wilson leading the way, 60 for 56. Aaron Williams came and had a quick fire 50. Yadram, 37 off 25 balls. And still batting to come, Danai and Mark Singh. The last 5 overs to come.
Yes, the last period here now, in the home stretch of this innings, basically. And both teams will want to, well, West Berbice, they'll want to keep the runs intact. And ACS, they'll want to get as many as possible. Maybe to go over that 200 mark, 220 thereabout, 230, who knows? That'll be quite a challenging score. Glasgow bowls, and they get a single. They just amble a single. Lots of spaces on the onside. Good rotation in the strike there, Ronaldo.
Yeah, bush lot. Lovely playing area. Lots of gaps in the field. I wouldn't say the ground is massive, but it's a good area for competitive cricket. Not too small, but of course not too big that the batsman can't go over the top. We've seen some sixes already. ACS batters, we said they're very well experienced, but they're also powerful. Looking for that reverse sweep. We find that with the keepers a lot. And my good friend Mice will attest to that. Sweeps, reverse sweeps, everything. Love to get on their knees.
Well, I vow to ask you the question, who is Mice? I thought you were talking about Rice. 183 for the loss of 7 wickets. Just being on the lighter side. Some laughter is good medicine sometimes. So wide signal by the umpire again. 183 I make it for 7. 185. Gangadin has 2. And Karan Ganesh looking to steady the ship. He's 6 from 11. Coming down the track. And the keeper might have missed him there. We'll just await the signal by the umpire. So that did come off the edge. Good bowling here again from Glasgow.
Yeah, after that first over where he was hit for 6 by Yadram, he's come back well. He's picked up 2 wickets since then.
This is high in the air. There's no fielder there. And falls in a position that we call no man's land.
And that was a good shot. At least the placement. There's no one out there. Didn't get all of it though. But inside out. Over cover. If he gets that out the middle, that would have been 4.
This is Ganesh and looking for the drive again. And just beaten. Good bowling here from Glasgow. 2 for 22 so far for him off 3 overs. 187 after 26 overs. 187 for 7.
Now you're up and gone away, baby. Didn't wanna stay, baby. I was in the play, baby. I just want you here, baby.
Good. So we're looking at the partnerships there. And so far we've had a very healthy partnership of 62 or 51 between Wilson and Williams. Apart from that, and Wilson and Yadram, nothing significant. This is Gangadin looking for the pull. And they miscued down to the keeper who picks it up. I welcome back Indrajit.
Thank you very much, Anthony. And it's good to see Avin Gangadin on the cricket field. Former Queen's College boy in Guyana. Played cricket in the Georgetown Cricket Association along with Ronaldo, who just left the commentary box, and Andrew Prasad. They were teammates on that QC team.
This is a very quick single. The fielder comes in and just misses the stumps at the non-striker's end. And they get a very quick single. Yeah, you were saying, Indrajit?
Yeah, so these guys rub shoulders together. They follow the game of cricket. QC had a very competitive team. They played the inter-association games as well. Ronaldo McGarrell, who is on the commentary panel on FL Sport, he was the wicket-keeper and used to open the batting for QC. Wrapped on the pad, that's a good delivery, but was definitely going down the leg side. Along with Gangadin. As a youngster, I watched him toss up his leg spinners, off spinners. He used to bowl them all. Andrew Pasari was the little man among them. Carried a straight bat, batted in the middle order.
Hearing this name often, Andrew Prasad. Who is Andrew Prasad?
Yes, look at a guy who is handsome like his father, and then you will see him. Yeah, that was my son.
I'm looking. It's rather ironic.
But out in the middle here, I think that the West Berbice team, they have managed to curtail the scoring of the American Cricket Society team because they've taken wickets.
Yes, so yes, you're talking about curtailing, and that's the point. They were able to, at important intervals, to pick up very important wickets. When the wicket of Yadram went down, that was pretty important. I thought Oren Williams to get him for 52 was a significant blow for the team.
That's short, and once again the timing of Karen Ganesh was off. He was looking to smack it through square cover region, backward point area. Got the thick inner portion of the bat and dragged it down, and so often you see those kinds of delivery cannon into the stump. Karen Ganesh, a hometown boy, and I know that Andrew, our cameraman, maybe just after this over, will show us the secondary school that Karen Ganesh attended in the school days, and maybe aiming for that secondary school all along the ground. However, there's protection out down at the forward square boundary, and they just get the single.
Yes, so we've had another over bowl, 27 gone, 188 for 7 here at Bushlot.
Yes, at 188 for the loss of 7. That is already a healthy total. How farther they can take it is left to be seen. There's another 3 overs to go. Angel 1 for 40 from 5 overs. He has gone at 8 runs and over. But Avin Gangadin is in 4. Angel 1 for 40, 1 for 26. Nickel Fraser 1 for 40 as well. That's 1 for 20 from Waqar Hassan, and 2 apiece for Justin Dubé and Sion Glasgow. I thought Glasgow bowled pretty well despite going for 22 from his 3 overs. So we come on to crunch time now, and there's still wickets standing, 3 wickets standing. Down the track, and this is smacked back over the head of the bowler, and it go across that sandy area and crashes into the side screen for 4. Fine shot.
Excellent shot there from Ganesh. It was tossed up. He was down the pitch very quickly, and there was never fielder place there. Back past the bowler for 4. This is pulled away down towards mid-wicket. This will go pretty close to the boundary. The fielder is there. Stops it though, and will return now. They get another single. Good rotation in the strike, and the score will move up to 189. I make it 100 and in fact it's 194. Correction, for the loss of 7 wickets.
Gangadin looking good there as he drives down towards the long off. Now let's just analyze this over. 3 deliveries, and we have had a boundary smacked. We have 2 singles. So we're talking about 6 runs off the force 3. Here is where the pressure now comes back to the bowler. Let's see if Karen Ganesh can capitalize on this. Well, that was a valiant effort by the fielder coming away from the wide long off boundary there. Got there, got it in the hands, but as he hit the deck, the ball just went out, and another catch has gone a bag in.
Yes, he came in, made a violent effort, as you said, but at the last moment, just to hold on to that, couldn't do it, and he went to the ground. So now you see Ganesh, he's working the ball around, the intent is there, and he's pushing on with the score. Has moved on nicely to 15.
And we have had how many? 9 runs score so far in this over. A boundary, 2 singles, a double, and then a single. Back comes Avin Gangadin in strike. And that's a brave hit. It's high in the air. The fielder coming in takes the catch. That's an easy one. Didn't get the power he was looking for. Avin Gangadin, and holding out towards the long off. Can't blame him in the circumstances. He had to go for broke. And certainly he knows it in a little discussion with his skipper there, Karen Ganesh. It's now 197 for the loss of 8 wickets. In fact, 198 for the loss of 8. Avin Gangadin, 5 runs off 8 balls. at a strike rate of 62.50.
Interestingly enough, this final period here, West Berbice is having the upper hand because they have been able to take a few wickets and take them quickly. Glasgow has bowled pretty well. 4 overs, 31 runs, and has picked up 3 wickets. Good bowling from Glasgow. And now we see Suresh Danai, who is more noted for his bowling rather than his batting. So that will still put some pressure on Ganesh to keep scoring.
Yes, and I think the role of Danai is to ensure that he gets a single, gets off strike, and give it to Karan Ganesh, who is actually gained a strike here in this over. So 2 overs remaining. Let's see what Karan can do. They will badly need to get up maybe around that 215. Oh, this is getting the on the edge. Is that productive? It's running away towards the boundary and it gets there now at fine leg. Well, if you want to get a bottom edge, that's the direction you're looking for.
Well, you can call it whatever you want, a French cut or whatever in cricketing terms. But the 4 runs will be welcomed by the batting team. And the Ganesh, the 200 has come up as well for the ACS. And congratulations to them. They've been able to put up a very formidable score. They'd want to get much more though. Let's see what they'll do.
Yes, at 7.07. That's the current scoring rate. And well played here by the right-hander once again, getting it down towards the wide long on region and collecting a single. So how many we have? 3 runs scored so far of this over? 5, in fact 5. A boundary and the 1.
This is what? An attempted pull by Danai. Passes the fielder though at short mid-wicket. The fielder from long on comes wrong. And they'll get 2 runs. So 2 more to the total. 205 for the loss of 8.
Well, they won't mind how the runs come. If it's misfielding, they will capitalize on that. It's a very healthy total. 203 here. Very, very competitive. But of course, with 2 wickets here still standing, they will want to get as many more as possible. It's a good looking shot here by Danai. It looks like a number 3 batter getting on the back foot, just leaning away and stroking it through the offside.
He has some batting capabilities. Has been playing at the first division level for a number of years as well. So, coming through the ranks, you pick up a thing or 2. No slouch with the bat.
So Karan Ganesh is in strike. Down the leg side, and that's a nicely blocked by the keeper. He's aiming for that Yorker into the leg stump. That was so close, but just outside the leg stump. And Ganesh did not get bat onto it this time. That's a dot ball. Good work this time by Mentor. Has not been real pretty behind the stumps here today. Has had his problem, but with that one, he certainly saved the boundary. If that had gone past, it would have come down below the commentary veranda.
Yes, excellent work there from the keeper. It was going down the leg side too. And the keepers will tell you, once it's going down the leg side, it's really difficult sometimes to take that. And he picked it up cleanly, preventing a sure boundary.
Shamal Angel. That's a big swing and a miss again down the leg side. This time far too wide and penalized by the umpire.
Another wide. This is what they will not want to see, the fielding team. I'm pretty sure they're going to be mad about this, really upset not to give away the extras at this point in time. We're getting to the closing stages and they'd want to wrap it up and wrap it up quickly. This is a short delivery. He was into his wicket very quickly, looking for the pull. No signal coming from the umpire, so I guess he bottom edged that delivery. The over has been completed. 29 gone. 208 for the loss of 8.
Projected score here now is 215. And Shamal Angel completes his 6 overs. 1 for 49. Now he has taken a wicket, but he has gone for more than 8 runs an over. And if you multiply by that 8 by 30 overs, you're talking 240. So expensive, yes, but I think in the circumstances, this is T30 cricket. And batsmen can edge you. You'll bowl the occasional bad ball. They'll improvise and score after you. Beautiful scenery to the north there, Anthony.
Excellent, excellent. Always a lovely place to be in those beautiful palm trees. Just fluttering the wind, heavy wind, and absolutely sweet weather.
Sion Glasgow is going to complete this innings. Tugged away into the onside field, out through the backward square, and that's gone away to the boundary for 4.
Yes, at this moment in time, you can't afford to stray down the leg side. Batters will put you away. And, they're looking for runs, and when those opportunities come, they're going to grasp them with both hands. And he did that there, Ganesh, into his wicket very quickly. It was sliding down all the time. Picks up a very important boundary.
Yes, and he has gone on to 22 from 25. Short, and he's swinging at this one. Gets it away down towards wide long off. A little misfielding here. And you expect them to be running this final over very, very quickly. Danai has come in. He's on fresh legs and not looking for the single on the misfield.
Well, at this moment in time, they'll want to put pressure. This is really a pressure situation. You have to be on your toes on the field.
And he's smacking at this one in the air, over the head of the fielder, leapt into the air, could not bring it off. And there goes the raised hands of the umpire for a maximum. That's a fine shot. That was smacked.
Yes, look, it was there to be hit. He saw the opportunity, it was flighted. He came down the track, got it in the middle of the bat, and picks up a very important boundary.
Wrapped in the pad. How's that? That's a dot delivery after being smacked for a boundary through the backward square. A 6 over the top of a long off. A big swing this time. The stump knocked back and he has to go. Suresh Danai, can't blame him. He had to go for broke. And that's good bowling. You miss, I hit. And that is what Sion Glasgow did. 3 for 42 so far.
Yes, I think that Danai has played his hand. 9 from 4 deliveries. So you'd want to believe that, he played a significant little hand there. Not healthy, but pretty high scoring. And now they'd want to capitalize to bat this final delivery and to see exactly what they'll come up with. 290 now the score reads. And if they get up to maybe just over 220, that will be comfortable.
And there's one delivery remain, and I'm sure they should be getting the single here to reach that 220 mark. Even will be looking much more from that. That's Mark Singh going out in the middle, right? The youngest man in the field. He's a grown matchstick.
Sometimes they can be at the height, small in stature, but when you look at the age,
let's see. Well, he's the youngest boy out there. He's coming forward and they will not go for the single. So that's the end of the innings. The ACS closes on 219 for the loss of 9, scoring at 7.34. So it simply means that the West Berbice squad will be looking for 220. Glasgow 4 for 42. He has taken the most wickets. Karan Ganesh not out on 27 from 27, playing a captain's knock when it come down to the closing stages.
Yes, when you make an assessment of that, 219, and you look at the scorecard here, Wilson 60, Amarnath Prasad 14, Oren Williams an even 50, Aldean Thomas didn't score, Bashkar Yadram 37, Trinson Carmichael didn't score, Ganesh towards the end 27 not out, Kevin Bodie the keeper 5, Gangadin 5, the eventual total 219 for 9.
And you're looking at you were talking about it, Anthony, the bowling department. Shamar Angel 1 for 50, 1 apiece for Nikhil Fraser and Wakar Hassan, both of them joining in the bowling department. 2 for 41 from Justin Dubai. I thought he bowled well, and Sion Glasgow came on late. 4 for 42 from his 5 overs. So that's the story here from the Bush Lot Sports Ground, ACS. 219 for 9. West Berbice will need 220. Do join us maybe in another 40 minutes or so for the reply.